Hey, how's it going? It's May 21st, 2022. This is your Daily Sweet Talk. Um, you should wear your seatbelt. I wear it. I wear my seatbelt um, when I think of it. I mean, if I'm just like driving down the street, I'm not gonna bother because it is kind of a hassle. But I will get in the car with people often, and they just I'm not gonna name any names, but they don't want to put on their seatbelt. Um, and when the person this most comes up with, um, they say it's the driver too, and they say, um, they act like they can't drive when they have the seatbelt. It's uncomfortable. It's like, um, and I understand, but you have to wear your seatbelt, right? Is that just me? Like everyone wears their seatbelt, right? Like any reasonable person wears their seatbelt. Um, because if you don't and you get in a car accident, you can die. Like that's the stakes. Uh, either you're uncomfortable while you're driving, or you are at risk of fatal injury. Um, and the commercials for that really try to hammer it in. I mean, a lot of them are just like, hey, you're gonna get a ticket we'll know if you fake putting your seatbelt on, we'll know. Which the person I'm driving with, they don't buy that, I guess. Um, and but I've been hearing a Spotify ad that's like oh yeah, I'm waiting for my son to come home to come home from the job interview or whatever, and then someone knocks on the door and it's like, your son was in a car accident and he died. He died. What? That's how the ad goes. Um, because yeah, that's what happens. A seatbelt's not necessarily gonna protect you, but like, it's like a helmet, Like, if you're not gonna, if you're, it's basically like if you're riding a motorcycle without wearing a helmet. That's maybe a little bit more risky, but that that's the equivalent. Because you can't seatbelt your on a motorcycle. That would actually probably be more dangerous. Um, so when I'm driving with this person and they get out of the car, because I'll say this is no, I'm not gonna get more detail, but when I'm driving with this person that I know, and they get out of the car, I will um, undo their seatbelt because they have their seatbelt like hooked up behind them, so they don't have to have it in front of them. And sometimes they do that for the passenger seat too, and I have to undo it when I get in, so that I'm not, Sometimes I'll forget, but as long as like you can forget, but like I'll remind them. They're like, no, and sometimes they'll do it if I undo it when they get out of the car, and then because then it's beeping, and sometimes they'll try to like plug it in behind them while they're driving. This feels like a call out post. This feels like a call out video, but I don't want to call a specific person out. I'm curious what your thoughts are on this. Um, is that the right thing to do, or because I feel every time I do this, it feels super annoying, and they always get really pissed off that I do this. That I unhook the seatbelt so that it starts beeping when they get back in the car, and it does kind of feel like playing a prank or something, but it's not the point. Like the point is like you need to put your seatbelt on or you could die. I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to be the sole survivor of a car accident. That doesn't sound fun, you know. Um, I mean, and I guess they can do whatever they want when I'm not in the car. Um, but I mean, if I'm in the car with someone, I don't want them to be at risk of death because that's not fun for anyone involved. Um, that's my reasoning behind it. Am I the asshole, r/ am I the asshole for undoing someone's seatbelt so that it doesn't beep and they'll put it on? Is that right?